Greetings, safety adults. This is Captain Black, your urban safetyist. Today's topic, grungy isn't sexy. This weekend, while working at a client spot, I had the occasion to encounter a very lovely couple from the great state of Florida. They've had a love affair, a courtship if you will, with the Crescent City, New Orleans, for 10 years. But they were aghast at how the French Quarter, Canal Street, and virtually the entire city seems to be overrun by a grungy group whom the powers that be, I won't say who they are, but their proximity seems to be in the upper levels of City Hall, have granted all access VIP status to individuals who don't wash, who don't believe in letting businesses conduct their enterprises unmolested, who even feel that stoplights are open-air investment opportunities, if you will. And it was interesting hearing two tourists, the wife being a member of one of the nation's largest companies in her industry. And the fact that things were so visibly out of control here in New Orleans led to her hand being the only one raised when asked, would she and her fellow managers like to come back to New Orleans next year? Now just imagine if we multiply that by tens of thousands of people who came here, arguably to America's greatest adult playground, and found themselves inundated by menacing panhandlers, people who look like extras from, to quote the husband of the pair, the Lost Boys vampire movie. Imagine if people took in this scene and decided to take their business, their money, elsewhere. Sadly, in New Orleans, the concept of civil rights, and I put that in mountain-sized quotes, has run afoul of the interest of the residents who live here and the businesses who ply their trade. When people cannot open up their storefronts without having to step over persons, when customers have to navigate through panhandlers and flim-flam artists just to get inside the aforementioned businesses, that creates a disincentive. Maybe people will turn a blind eye, maybe people will be too drunk or otherwise distracted to be dissuaded from the environment. But if enough people feel that grungy isn't sexy, then they will leave the city and never come back. Can New Orleans, whose main economic engine is tourism, afford such a mass protest, such an informal boycott? The answer obviously is no. Residents and business owners, event planners and event attendees have to decide that grungy isn't sexy. It's not sexy for cities. It's not sexy for citizens. It's not sexy for anyone who really respects him or herself.